So with working with friends,
Mm-hmm.
would you say it's easy or it's difficult? Because with friends,
Yeah.
they tend to be
Yeah.
entitlements. I know you
Yeah.
from your
Yeah.
childhood, so you
Yeah.
can't do me like
Yeah.
that. So like such
Yeah.
things, like how do you
Go
deal with,
around
or
it.
you
Yeah.
haven't came across them yet? Maybe.
Uh, to some sort of extent, I have, because of like when you just mentioned,
Yeah.
like now my current three friends that I've mentioned,
Yeah.
they are now with me. You know,
Yeah.
they were with me from the onset,
Yeah.
from the ground rule. And then I started putting them on board. Sometimes it's a thing that when I shoot a gig, I bring them on board. They get paid as well. It's not a thing that I'm exploiting them. I want the glory to shine
On you
all,
only.
all by myself.
Yeah.
So it's a combined effort, and we were honest from the onset with our intentions.
Yeah.
If you start whiling out, you're gone.
Yeah.
Because of this is work.
Yeah.
This is
I
my
like
bread
it.
and butter. I don't do
understand.
art as like a side gig, like other people say.
Say,
You need to find a job. No.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
And I needed to prove to my parents as well.
Yeah,
and that's
obviously.
why the support structure is always consistent.
Yeah.
Is always consistent. It doesn't have days. No, it's always consistent. When I
yeah.
tell my parents, this is what I'm doing. If I'm not working the whole month, they ask me, are you on break? Are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm busy at admin. I'm doing with other projects and everything. They're always there. If they don't understand something, I want this. What's that?
Yeah.
I start explaining to them. We research,
Yeah.
then they start understanding, oh, this is this. Okay, so this is different from like working,
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, so it's like that also with my friends. When I'm like, gents, I have a concept,
Yeah.
I want us to bounce 1, 2, 3. What are your thoughts? This is my idea. How should we go about? What should we tackle? Then they start doing their own research,
Yeah.
When we're shooting, it's a plan. They come on board. No, Mbumi, I was thinking. Mbushka, I was thinking.
Yeah.
All those kind of things.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
it's. I think if you start developing that relationship among your peers and being honest,
Honesty, yeah.
Obviously, you're all about the money, but ngathi masekufika imali manje so uthi that's how people start showing their realness. When there's money involved, that's where they're like, no, but I came with the idea and blah blah blah. I need to get a certain commission.
My entitlements now,
exactly,
they're starting to pop up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
again, with this, with photography, has it taken you to certain places, maybe whereby you didn't think? I understand, like from a ghetto child, I understand,
from the hood.
I'm here, like really with my passion. I understand.
Sure.
So, is there any places that maybe you would want to mention? Not to
yeah.
say you boasting, but also giving like a
sense of inspiration
to our viewers. With your gift, you can actually travel or go where you wanna be, as long as you focused and keep at it.
I'm still shocked, even now, because of tracking back 3 years. I didn't think that my work was going to travel to overseas. I'll go to overseas, with the creative arts, where they pay everything,
Imagine.
It's just email. We like your work. We saw your work. We stumbled upon your work on the gram or on this show, So we'd want to give you an opportunity to stay in a country for 3 months.
Wow.
All expenses will be paid.
I was about to ask you.
You'll develop a new project. You'll be taken to public spaces, see how other artists or other creatives are doing, So it shows sense of longing and sense of appreciation. And these are the manifestations of the groundwork that I started, that I instilled from day one, and being persistent, not giving up, like, even though there are days where you just like,
as an artist, there are those days, but keep at it,
so it's that, and my granny always says, whatever that you do, it must thank you, and when you're doing it, you must have a reason why you're doing it. You know, be it
intentions.
You must know why you're doing that.
Yeah, because that's one thing.
And your work as well needs to benefit and inspire the society.
Yeah, because that's one thing I've seen whereby most dreams get killed, where people don't have a reason why they're playing soccer. Like, mean, like, it's okay. Like, what's your plan? Like,
exactly, with soccer and everything. Who inspires you?
Like, nothing. I'm gonna answer. They're just doing it for a hobby.
I think that's where self reflection and self introspection comes in.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of us as human beings, we don't know ourselves. It's a fact. You know, we can never run away from that. I'll say boldly. You know,
and I'm like,
majority of people, they'll claim that they know themselves by us, but when you start divulging and getting deeper into this certain individual, trying to unpack his sense of knowledge or thinking, whatever, you realize with the muntu agazazi mara uthi yena umuntu also, you know what I mean. So it's very important to know yourself and to always be appreciative of where you come from and apply the roles and the principalities that you've been taught from home, because of charity begins at home. You know, so if you are not taught at home, or if you are not told at home, Guti, you are beautiful, the universe outside would never tell you that.
Never.
You know, and one individual will tell you that you're not beautiful, you're ugly, you're the most ugliest, and then that thing would affect your social stigma. You know, it will affect your identity. That's where identity crisis comes in. You know, because of a lot of people, they are suffering from that because of they don't know themselves. You know, and issues of knowing themselves. You know, it's on the basis of them trying to be ubongs, or trying to be umbomi, or trying to be uspiwe, you know, but angeke ube uspiwe, angeke ngibe uwe, you know.
Understand.
There's a reason why uspiwe, there's a reason why Mpumelelo, you know. And I need to question my parents as well and sit them down and say, why Mpumelelo? Why, you know, exactly. That's where you start developing a sense of knowing yourself and knowing your tribe and your family lineage, you know, and up to that, you know, because of me being here, I'm not here as Mpumelelo. I'm here as Mpumelelo. I'm here representing the whole entirety of Buthelezi family, you know, all those kind of things, you know, so that you know, I know that I've done my part. I represented myself, my family, my viewers, you know, people that vouch for me, people that inspire me, you know. But doing what I do, it wasn't on the basis of inspiring people. It was a basis of communicating
with people.
Exactly. Through my medium of practice. And them grasping whatever that they're grasping. It's kudos for me, you know. And it shows to me that you are in the right direction. Don't give up. Where I'm at a verge where I'm like, you know what, fuck this shit. You know, I'm leaving this, you know. And then someone says, yo, you're real, bruh. You know, you're dope. I vouch for you, you know. Keep on doing it. You know, that's when you realize, oh, it means that the society, people are looking, you know. And people are not looking, you know, because I keep on knocking on doors and everything, and it's rejection, you know. And one thing I was taught at home, that intomanga seyako, it's not yours, you know, and intomago yako, it's yours. No matter how people can hate on it, you know, criticize, and say it's pure party, you know, but it's yours. You know, the universe is thanking you. You know, God is saying you deserve an opportunity to travel and go to Europe. You know, go, you know, and explore. You know, you received an award of this and that and that. You know, whilst you didn't even think, or it was not even part of your activity. You know, or your plans are saying, "Good, I'm doing this because of I want to win an award." You know? But it's you saying, I want to communicate my creativity and spread out my message, which is affecting me. Maybe people might relate to the same similarities. And
evidently, people do actually relate when you find out that they're like, I was thinking I'm alone on this.
And now you're going through the same journey, you know. And then that's where you start taking pride and sense of agency in what you do, you know, because of now people are watching you and people came to you before you were not aware that people are watching you. You were just like, no, I'm doing this for myself, you know. And then once they start coming, that's where now self-discipline comes in. You not being fully boastful enough, you know. That's why I'm saying you must always be open to like ideas and fully channeling yourself in your mind, you know. Because of like me, when I shoot, like even now when you guys say take us a portrait or a picture, I wouldn't say I've got this, you know. I'd always like take it as
having
a learning
mind of
exactly
a student,
exactly,
like, that's
having
one
a mind
thing,
of a student.
Exactly. A lot of people don't understand that. Yes, you can be more of like a master
for sure
on your art, but if you keep that mind of a student, you'll see what you thought you mastered.
Exactly.
That you still
missing. Exactly.
And then coming from the point of knowing yourself and from where you are, how do you avoid short selling yourself from the outside world? You know, when you're from Ekasi, when the minute you say you're from Ekasi, they think, so are you okay?
You're not sure.
Okay, how much? And then when you short sell yourself, like they win over you. So how do you avoid that, knowing very well of where you're coming from? Would know my art is worth this amount. I'm not gonna share
you shouldn't sell yourself small. You know, for you going to those places, that's where research is very important. You know, knowing how your art cost, you know, the ratings, you know, codes, you know, like having a sense of knowledge and understanding in what you do, you know, in the environment that you're in, and fully be confident, you know. When someone says, but you have this budget, you know, that's where you scale and say, is it enough? Will it cover for me? Would it do 1, 2, 3, you know? And if it doesn't, then that's you being vocal and you knowing yourself, and that also would show to the clients and to the people that this person knows what he or she exactly, you know. That's not you short selling yourself. But the minute you start short selling yourself, that's where the issue is. And then that's where they say, okay, cool, we ask you what's your rates, and you said 10 rand, you know, and then we were willing to offer you 20 rand, you know.
But how do you fight it off? Because you know, I'm from the hood also. I'm running a tattoo business.
Yeah, for sure.
There's people who come with that mindset, like already good business. I understand good, like since they know you from Ekasi, they think good your work is gonna be cheap since it's from Ekasi.
The hood and the environment,
and not knowing your worth like that. I understand. So how do you bounce back with having that so much experience if you started from the hood?
Mvana, Spiro, the advice I'd give you, always be professional in what you do. You know, because of this is your bread and butter. You know, where I hear me, you know me for years. Joe, if Nizagu is pure, I need a tat. And this is the tat that I need, Joe. How much is your rating? You know what I mean? Because of ratings, tats have different ratings.
Obviously.
You know, exactly. And I mean, I'm a lot of friends with Joe. How much will it cost me? You know, and then that's obviously, and then okay, mini budget. I mean, for Letetle, it was 7 grand. You know, and then you'd say, okay, for Letet, banks will charge like 10 grand. But because of you have 7 grand, I would meet you halfway on Charlie discount. But
isn't that short selling? Maybe
it's I was headed to there. You know, it's short selling yourself. But the minute you start short selling yourself, that's where the issue is. That's where you always need to apply professionalism, even if it's family. You know, this is work. It's not a thing that it's like me. My family knows that I'm a photographer. You know, they tried coming with issues with the no, but because of no, they know. You know, I went to school, I was taught these things. Manga when funny photo shoot, it's money. You know, and I'll rate you this much for the specific photo shoot because it has different ratings, you know. And if someone reference me, you know, I ask, how did you find me? Where did you get me? You know, no, I'm only reference I go from who and who. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know that person. You know, should you know you guys had a good working relationship. It's always having discipline and always applying professionalism. Charity begins at home.
So, professionalism, do you only apply depending on
No, don't
mechanism like that you have, or even if usaqala nje.
Always.
Straightforward.
Yeah, always, because you are investing in your business.
Yeah.
And when you are investing in it, you have plans, you have goals, you want it to grow, this and that. From the minute you start selling yourself, because I figure even someone who's professional, who has the money, uzoza nge-attitude enjani yokusela ngithi because of why you've already applied that. So you must always be professional. It's do or die, take it or leave it. I'll rate you 7K for this tag. If you don't have the money,
it's fine.
Someone will have the money. You know, then it means you're not with my clientele.
Because that's one thing I've realized. I've seen also on my business.
How they
end up falling off. Or like they always short sell themselves.
Yeah, because what's the language character and I'm going to go to struggle some. You know, so when you start applying discipline and professionalism, that my working hours are 9 to 5. When you figure on 6, I've closed. Come tomorrow. You know, come tomorrow, make a booking for tomorrow. This way people see that you're also genuine. You know your work, you know your business. You're not here to play. You know? I'm closed. Read the contract or read in my bio. It says, you know, it says that 9 to 5 open. Public holidays, hours differ. You know, Sundays, hours differ, you know. Or I take clients on the basis of appointments on Sundays or on public holidays, you know, just making, you know, a prime example, you know. And then people see, Guti, you are professional because of people start buying what you do, you know, and how you're doing it.
And how you present yourself.
Exactly. So if ungizalang in professionalism, exactly.
I get you.
So that's where a lot of people or a lot of businesses, you know,
they
tend to have a fallout because of that, you know. Yes, I know when you're starting, it's free marketing, but also how you free market yourself as well. You know, it's very important.
It's very, very, very,
you know,
very
important.
Very important. So with chasing your dreams, is it something that you think in the near future it's what most people should be doing? Because as we see, time goes by,
yes,
COVID, like change. The AI is taking over
and things are going to be worse.
I understand. So would you advise people to chase their dreams through their passion or still go through the academics ways of going to school and getting a job, as we see the world is moving onward? Because now certain fields that are not going to be affected, I believe they have people there already and there's a large number on the line.
Sure.
So would you say that gap can be closed by the dream chasers, maybe depending also what they are actually going to be providing as a service throughout of their passion?
Do
you think it's going to work? Maybe
I think no, this is a tricky one, hey, and I need to like answer it in a more, you know, strategic kind of a way or manner that's going to be, you know, appreciated to the viewers and audience. I think the goal, you know, it's to follow your heart, you know, be it academic, you know, but if you are showing hunger and zeal, you know, for something that you want, because all of us, my name means success. I'm now starting to fully appreciate my surname, you know, and the lineage, because of everyone is preaching about success. Exactly. But are they making the implementations? None. You know what I mean? But sonke sikhuluma ngani, talk is cheap, money buys the whiskey, you know. So if it's in your heart and you are showing the zeal and the hunger for it, and obviously doors will open itself, no matter how many times you get rejected, you know. And this should be like a learning curve. If you get rejected, it doesn't mean Guti, you're not good. It means that
there's something you need to learn.
Exactly. And it means that you've done your part. For the mere fact that you send the application, Guti, go. Exactly. I've done my part. You know, I've done my part. Then it means that door is not for me, and that door should be a highlightment that Ndwana, you are coming all right. Keep on keeping on. Exactly, you know. So be it academic, you go to school, you know. If you are doing what you love as well at school, you know, then the evidence of that, because people go to school, they study, and then they expect the school to get jobs for them. You know, it does not work like that. You know, and it does not work like that. And you know,
touching the school part, like I'm sorry to also open, of course, like
that's a very broad topic and it's very subjective as well.
Like how people complain when they have like degrees, PhD, and all these diplomas, and they don't actually get the job. Not knowing how did they get this. Actually, they know. I'm not sure if they're in denial. If you're gonna get like financial support from somewhere, like NEPSAS
and everything,
that's a credit.
It is, because it's going to charge you after when you're working.
And most jobs now, for you to get it, they need you to be on clear ITC score. And when you already have like 200K on your education,
that you need to pay.
You have a degree, and you know, people with degree, we believe they have a right to say, no, this is small, but yet knowing that so they're not gonna employ. That's another thing like the reason there's so many people who are qualified, it's because of it goes back to this.
I think another thing, you know, experience is very important. You know, so the school doesn't teach you how to become successful, and that's where the issue is. You know, the school doesn't teach you how to monetize or manage your finances. It doesn't, you know.
They say there's a bank that's gonna do that for
you know what I mean. And that thing was supposed to be implemented. Generally, the curriculum of the school was supposed to say that. And there's people, like, our minds are not structured the same. We're not designed the same. The application is the same, you know, but the outcome, it's not the same. You know. So Konabantu Inglondo Zabe is programmed to like matric. You know, abanye like degree level, abanye PhD level, you know. That's what I told my parents. The day I would graduate, it's probably when I have a PhD. That's where I would go and climb the podium. Because of yes, it's a PhD again. You know, getting a degree now and honors is common, even masters. You know, but I can never go to school, graduate a degree, and then sit and then go do my honors and then graduate, and then go start applying as a PhD. I'm overqualified. I don't have experience. You know, I've been studying law or Uguba Orthodox 7 years, you know. And then I'm sitting with academic texts and everything, you know. Like, it's like, you know, when a cow gets sucked milk into everything. Education is like that, you know. And then, but we don't, I guess, another thing, asiboni ngokufana is pure. Like, asiboni ngokufana, you know what I mean? It's like people depend like educational systems or institutions to sort of use them as a crutch, you know.
Understand.
Exactly. And the man vets or roads, you know, definitely I'm gonna get the job. When you know that. You need to apply the practicality aspect of it and the theory aspect of it. When you have to go and work, you know. So again, it's what's in your heart. Trust me, you know. If when like, and another thing, people don't understand that not all of us are going to be doctors. Not all of us are going to be lawyers. There's people that are born generally to be cleaners, you know, and we need to accept that they master the artistic thing of cleaning. You know, they master cooking. You know, so a lot of things. But now you must push yourself. A lot of human beings, they don't push themselves. You know, they want to be pushed. That's why I'm saying I only give people
looking for help.
And like I get like DMs and people say, yo, inspired by work. I don't. It's like same with celebrities, like Kanye West, for instance. You know, Kanye West gets like how many comments daily?
I can imagine.
You know,
like. And do you remember when they were talking bad of him?
Exactly.
Like, suddenly everybody now is on a good side,
you know, of him and everything. So it's like saying that, you know, like I'm inspired by what you do and everything. Like I get that every day, You know, what's gonna make you different? You coming to me saying, "Good to funu sizo funu."
It's like saying congratulations, and then
exactly.
leave that energy as if you owe them.
Yeah, good to you. Well, I was
since I
expecting you to say.
You, so am I supposed to?
So
I get
does
you.
not work like that.
And then coming back to your art. Art. Like, can you tell us more?
The last piece.
The last piece. Yeah, that one.
This is a portrait of my granny.
I don't bend my dad.
My granny is my source of inspiration.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my granny, I think me having the knowledge and, you know, I don't want to say the intelligence, you know, the wisdom,
you know,
that I've grasped from her, you know, it's amazing, you know, it's it's very astounding, you know. My granny enforced, you know, principalities, you know, in each and every one of us, you know. Pella, I'm a grandson to my granny, you know. So ngumzukulu, you know, but from kubazukulu to izukulu to the children, my granny raised us according to our differences, you know, and according to our uniqueness. You know,
didn't pluralize.
You know, even though, you know, the role of parentalship, it's that thing that's and everything, you know. But another thing you must understand, if you have 4 children or 5 children and you teach them the roles of 1, 2, 3, right and wrong, and then 3 respect you and then the other 2 disrespect, obviously who are you gonna favor? You will favor the children that listen to you, but it doesn't mean that you didn't apply or instill, you know, the roles of training up the child in a way that he or she should grow, you know. So it's that, you know. So I'm a true amalgamation of, you know, my family, you know. My granny, she always taught us to have the ability of patience, you know, like
that's where you adapt to the
exactly
nature.
Ungajahi sebenza ngalendlela osebenza ngayo, you know. But don't look at ubani ukuthi sekaguphi and everything, because that's where human psychology defeats us, because of when you do things, we're doing it on the basis of comparison, you know.
That also competitive
exactly
mindset,
and my granny is very supportive and she's a praying woman as well, you know. For us to get accolades and all these things, it's through our granny's
understand,
you know,
to show the world that women are strong.
Exactly, like, you know. My granny, her husband died at the age of, I think my granny was like 40, in the early 40s, you know, and my grandfather died, you know. But my granny took it upon herself that, you know, ngeka sasangi or try and find another, you know. But she stood still as a praying woman, as a widower, you know, till now. She's in her late 70s. She's still strong. She's still a lady. She's strong.
And I saw her the other day,
you know,
when we went
to my exhibition. You know, my granny looks like she's 50 and everything, you know. But she's like in a late. My granny always instills that you know, you must always be humble. Whether you beg, you being big, it's because of your humbleness. You know, so power to my granny, you know.
Power to women, actually.
Basically, you know, women are very.
Just that now, the way it's so driven by men, we think to women.
It's a patriarchal.
If you go back in history, like look at Damo Mama Winnie, like sober queens, it's the ones who won the war actually over men.
They stood for us and everything. Women go through a lot, you know.
She
so
did a lot for you, like.
So now I'm trying to do like a documentary of my granny. You know, creating my own family archives. You know, in my modern time of my granny. You know, because of, this is where I find inspiration
from.
Knowledge. You know, like my granny, the knowledge that she has, and it's on the basis of broadening up her sense of understanding, reading, and everything. You know, what she doesn't know, she doesn't know. You know, what she knows, she knows. You know,
simple as that.
Exactly. You know.
So have you already started with this project?
Yeah, that's why the self portrait I took, because of I started the project when I received a scholarship of New York to study photography. You know, so we had to do the class webinar because of we're not supposed to go to New York. It was COVID respiratory things, you know, so it's still under deliberation and everything. So I proposed a project about my granny, you know, and depicting her, you know. And
how did they find it when you?
Yo, they love the features, you know. I'm gonna say the features. They love my granny's features and how beautiful she is, and also her. I'm trying to teach her the medium of photography, the understanding of photography, you know, because of she's not used to be pointing at the camera.
You know,
exactly, you know. So I studied her. You know, I always see how, like every day when I'm with my granny, it's a new discovery.
Wow.
You know, beautiful. And especially when she's now aging. Like now old age is already starting to sink in her now, you know. But in like when she was like early 70s, you know.
You wouldn't say.
Now we are sporting. Because I live with her, you know. Exactly. Then I tease her as well, like I joke around that, you know. And
I can imagine the relationship.
But you know, it's a project of her, you know, just depicting her, you know, and me finding a sense of knowledge, sense of longing, you know, sense of peace, you know, sense of solace as well, you know. You know, because when I look at my granny, I look at my parents as well, you know, and I reference that from them, you know. So it's a project about her, but it's currently on pause because of I'm busy with other projects and everything. And then she's chilled, you know.
Sometimes how many percent are you off then?
In terms project. For now, I would say I'm at 40.
40.
Yeah, I'm at 40. There's archival works that I have with her. It's just that, you know, other projects came in and other.
Which other projects, if you don't mind?
So it's that of, you know, me depicting myself as an angel of God and finding, so that's me defining, you know, my sense of understanding and knowledge, because of in the Bible, angels are depicted as we don't know that are they human, are they creatures, are they, you know, but it's a subject matter that's holier than thou, that's very perfect, that's not imperfect, you know. So it's me finding divinity and sanity through an angelic touch.
You got me looking at this side. Can you touch
on this camera?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so this is a recent analog camera that I received from my uncle, you know. But it's one of those displayed analog cameras, you know. So
but it looks dope.
Yeah, it's like those vintage, you know, those modern day vintage, you know, cameras, and then you can press to open it, and so it's that, you know. You know, dope. I live photography, I breathe photography, I think photography.
I can see.
Like
I think camera is one tool that you take everywhere, ne?
Yeah.
Is there a day where you forgot your cam?
No, sometimes I leave, like today, like besides the analog camera, like today, like I was like, you know, it's interview structure, you know, I'm doing an interview, you know, it's me unpacking my sense of knowledge and understanding.
But that's when you feel like you leave your cam. But other than that,
there are days sometimes I'm just like, camera, I'm leaving it. Sometimes I leave it in my parents. Sometimes when I travel with my parents, you know, I take the camera. You know, and then my parents are like, you shoot. I'm like, I might find something interesting. You know, sometimes my parents, they leave me along the way and say, I'm like, no, I'll walk. Or sometimes they wait. I'm like, Mom, can you park? You know, I need to take a picture. Aunt, whatever, you know, can you park? Bro. I need to take a picture, because if they understand, you know, and they know that the work that I'm doing it's going to thank me, you know, because because of it's my work. I need to market myself. I need to market it as well. I can never say, because other industry professionals, they expect the work. Yes, the work will speak for itself, you know, but if uhlezi nomsebenzi and you're not doing anything about it, it won't market itself, you know. So
and then what would you say or let me say, where will people find more information about your upcoming project or the things you have done? Maybe do you have a website or maybe online like
platforms?
Platforms,
so
social media.
My website is kinda under construction now, but people can find me on Instagram. My handle is I create images every day. I create images every day, one word. Facebook, Mpumelelo Buthelezi, or they can Google me, Mpumelelo Buthelezi. You know, they'll find my exhibitions. My current solo exhibition is happening at Back Factory Artist Studios in Newtown. Yeah, between Newtown and Fortsburg. So in Google you can say. It ends on the 30th of June. So people are more than welcome to come, and view the work, from 9 to 5. You know, I'll be there, in the studio also doing other work, pushing this work that's currently on display, you know. So people can find me on social media platforms, Twitter, Buthelezi, Mbumi1. I'm not on Twitter, because Twitter doesn't work for me. I just use it.
Like as an artist.
It's not for me,
I'm like, I tried Twitter.
I use Twitter for like news purposes and stuff, just to be on the loop, but that's where I'm mostly active on the gram. And then there's a international agency that I do like assignments for, called Fair Picture Agency. I'm represented by them for like international stuff, and then currently have a solo exhibition in Wales, in the UK. I'll be doing a solo show, group show on Friday, but it's happening in New York, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not gonna go to New York. It's going to be a virtual day like for people that and then because I'm busy on an artist residency and everything. So that's how people will find me. And thank you for having me.
Like it was nice, like your presence. I understand. Me as an artist, I've taken some few of your energy, like to add on to mine. Not to say I'm sucking your energy.
But suck it if it works for you.
Understand. I like to keep pushing, learning more of what you're spoken of, like
thank
things
you
of
so
short
much.
selling.
Like always be confident.
Thank
you.
And
if your conscience says don't. Don't, because of i-conscious sakho sikutshela ngithi ukuthi ungayida. And if uhlangane nomuntu dala bowufuna vele ukuhlangana naye, that's your opportunity. You miss that, it's gone. Because once you're gonna take that and take it to the gram, it's different mediums, you know what I mean? But thank you guys for having me and for giving me the opportunity, to do the things. But guys, I like this initiative that you guys are doing. You're not waiting for like a bigger corporation, to
do it.
You are using what you have, cameras, you upgraded mics, like what more do you need? Lights are here, the studio is developing, but I like the initiative. Keep on keeping on with this, focus on your brand ethos and thesis, because that's what's going to separate you from other people that are doing podcasts or live, or YouTubing, because everyone is an influencer in Joburg, everyone is an artist, everyone, exactly, but the separation and the uniqueness and the difference in what you guys are doing, that's what's going to thank you. But ngiyabonga mina kakhulu.
Sabonga nathi kakhulu to have you on our show. Expensive Pain. Thank you, Mpumi, again.
Appreciate it, man.
Shake your hand one more time.
Appreciate it, man.
Sabonga for watching our show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're outie.
We're outie here. Thank you. I'm Spiwe, your presenter.
For sure.
Thank you. Asbong, Expensive Pain, and it's powered by Born Beautiful. Asbong. Thank you.
For sure.